Hi there, this is Teacher Harry and welcome to my podcast. As you can probably tell, I'm not sitting at my desk today. I'm actually out in the open, out and about, as we say. So Elena and I are on an active holiday, and today we've been walking. Well, slightly more than walking. We've been trekking and a little bit of hill walking, and we've had a lot of climbing to do, where we've had steep climbs up and a few steep climbs down, or descents as we like to call them. So this week we're not only talking the talk, but we're actually walking the walk. And if you can see some water falling on me, it's actually Irish rain. And we're in the very southwest of Ireland, in the county of Kerry. Ireland is divided into 32 counties, and all of them quite beautiful, but none more beautiful than the County Kerry. And if you look in the distance, you'll be able to just about see some of the lakes of Killarney, and there's lots of wonderful songs about this county and the beautiful lakes of Killarney. So when we're out and about, we have to bring some things with us. So we've got lots of things in our rucksack here. Okay, and I've got my rucksack. One of the things I have, very important, is the flask for the hot coffee, and I've got 2 cups at the top, and there was coffee, but we've drunk it all now, so we'll have to carry back an empty flask. And inside we had some food, or some nibbles. Nibbles are little things that you like to eat, like snacks and things like that. And I'm being attacked by little midges at the moment that are trying to bite me. So when we're out and about, as I said, we like to be active. So we've been walking up steep hills and walking down or descending into the valley. This is called the Black Valley. And when we walked further on, at the very top of the hill there, was what's called the Gap of Dunlow, where the 2 mountains meet, and there's a gap in the middle, and it's really, really beautiful. Not many people, lots of sheep, a few horses, but mostly sheep, and the sheep are sprayed with different colors, red and pink and green, and that tells the local people whose sheep they are, because the sheep wander around the hills here, and the owners, the farmers, come and collect them later on. So we are quite tired now. We've stopped for our lunch. We've been walking now for 2 hours, so or trekking for 2 hours. It's more than a walk. Other words you could use would be, as I said, hill walking. Okay, as I said before, not only are we talking the talk today, but we're also walking the walk. And what that means is you can talk about things and explain it, but not actually do it. Now we're doing both. We're talking the talk and we're walking the walk. We're actually doing it. And we will really feel it tonight, because when we get back to the B&B, the bed and breakfast, where we are staying, we're going to be very tired. And other words we can use for tired could be, well, exhausted, which you probably all know. But a common word we use, a slang word, is called knackered, yeah? And you'll see it on the screen here and how to spell it. But knackered means really, really exhausted. No energy, legs tired, muscles sore. So worn out, knackered, exhausted. Wrecked is another way we can call it, when we're absolutely wrecked. It's really, really tired. So let's look at some phrasal verbs that we can use. As I said, we can walk up, or we can go up, or we can climb up. And then the opposite is we can go down the hill, walk down the hill, descend, okay? And descending is a lot more difficult than going up, because your weight is in front of you, and you topple over. To topple over means you almost fall over with tiredness and the weight of the heavy rucksack on your back. You might actually be able to hear the wind in the background, because it's not so warm today. And if you look, it's the middle of June, but I'm not dressed for warm weather. So there's a mix of weather here. For a few minutes it's sunny, as it is at the moment. In 20 minutes time it's probably going to rain, and you can feel it when the wind blows. But it's very, very pretty, very beautiful. We're obsolete here. We're sort of stuck out in the middle of nowhere. We are down in the bottom of a valley, and we are surrounded by rocks and hills and really, really beautiful countryside. I mentioned the sheep. So, we often use an expression, the black sheep of the family. And the black sheep of the family is somebody who is a little bit wild, or he's done something that others wouldn't have done, or he's got into trouble with the police, or he's just done things differently. And every family has its little black sheep. But when you look around here, most of the sheep have little black faces, the new lambs, and you can see them even following the mothers, and they're calling each other and they catch up, and it's amazing how they can identify their own mother among so many sheep. So as I look around here, rocks, sheep, some horses, and scattered around the valley are different houses, and these are what we call guest houses, because most of the people in this area would live off the tourists, and when the tourist season is open they take in guests, therefore they invite guests, paying guests on a bed and breakfast basis. So they give you a room. Okay, well, we are going to wrap up now. We're going to make sure that we collect all of our possessions, make sure there's no little bits of paper left, because the people don't like the countryside to be littered with pieces of rubbish and pieces of paper, so we've got to be very careful. So we're going to go back on the way we came, climb back up the valley, get to the top, and then climb down the other side, and hopefully find our way back to where we parked the car, and we'll have a nice beer perhaps to relax and ease out the pain of the muscles. Okay, well, thanks for listening to me, and I hope you can join me again soon. So we'll try to get you again on another part of our adventure. I think tomorrow we're going to take bicycles, if the body will stand up to it. Okay, see you again soon.